Welcome to Journey with the Josies. This is episode 2, which we filmed on November 21st weekend, 2020. We wanted to say thank you for all the positive feedback we received from our first video, and that gave us the encouragement to go ahead and put out a second video.
The goal of this trip and this weekend was to find a local RV park that we could take the rig out and really get to know it better and understand all the myriad of systems that are on board, whether it be in the kitchen, in the electrical system, up front in the cockpit, the generator, the satellite and internet systems on board, and really start to learn those better so we feel more confident with it when we start to take our longer journeys in the first of the year once Lynn retires. The weekend also afforded us the opportunity to walk through the rig and do a video showing all of you all the features that are on board, and we look forward to showing that to you. As extra credit, Christine came down on Saturday and joined Lynn and I, and we had lunch and dinner together, and she stayed with us through just before departure, and then we headed off to see our friends Ralph and Cindy in Escalon and show them the new rig. So we hope you enjoy this video, and we'll be back at the end to talk about where we're headed next.
Getting ready for our trip involved planning a menu and creating a shopping list. Meanwhile, Stu worked on creating a series of checklists which we will use every time we depart, arrive, set up, and break down the RV.
A day before departure, I went to the storage lot where we had our new rig and woke it up electronically to get it back home and prepare for packing. The first few weeks we had the rig, I had not properly powered down the RV for weekly storage, and it caused my chassis and house batteries to dip to unhealthy levels. Now, I was hoping I had done it correctly and would have plenty of charge remaining. Let's see if she starts up. Excellent. Gotta get that moved into this spot when I leave. I left for Flag City alone without Lynn at 1:30 on Friday while I awaited Lynn's arrival after work. Flag City RV Resort is located at the corner of Interstate 5 and Highway 12, just north of Stockton in the Lodi region. It is a modern RV park designed for larger RVs with very level all-cement pads and full hookups. It has 180 sites, a general store, pool, jacuzzi, shower facilities, and laundry. The first thing we're going through here is the leveling process. After connecting the 50 amp electrical, I want to come back here and just double check and make sure I'm getting power. Now the fun part. Let's see.
Hello. Now we're going to take you in and show you some more of the inside of our rig. Right in here is Stu's cockpit. He'll show you more about all the details of that. Has lots of buttons and screens and dials. And then this would be the passenger seat, which is super comfortable. Has legs that come up and back that goes back. Very comfortable. Over here is 2 reclining chairs that face a TV that goes into the counter and back up. We have it up right now. On this side we have a sofa bed that Christine will actually be sleeping in tonight. It's an air bed, so we haven't even opened it up, so we don't really know much about that, but that's that. That was the TV that we can see clearly from the recliners. Over here is the dining table workstation kind of area. They designed it where there's over here you can put a printer, and I think you can use your, you can pull out and put a laptop keyboard type of thing here. And then there's more things that pull out for putting a printer, be able to put paper in and so forth. Or you can just store things in there. More cabinets over here, all the way down, and then some drawers on that side. And then this table pulls out. You just and then there's 2 more chairs like this that are stored underneath, so that you could have 4 people sitting around the table really easily. And then there's more storage up here, which I don't think we've put anything in yet. And one more. And on this side is the kitchen area, which is of course my favorite area. We have a double sink. It's nice they covered everything up so you have full working area, but then underneath you have a big and then a smaller sink on this side. And then the stove is called an induction, which I don't really know exactly what all that means. We've used it a little, that's why it's dirty. So we're going to learn more about that and be able to explain that better later. And then it has an island that you pull out, so you have even more working area here. And then there's 3 drawers that are part of this. Nice deep one, another one, and another one. We have yet to organize, but we will. And then there's more storage up here with more pull-outs that were built in. Same thing over here. Very nice. So they're very nice and deep. We should be able to fit a lot of things in there. And then there's more storage over here. This is a microwave convection oven. So we tried a casserole I've already made for breakfast in the past, and tried it in convection to compare to how it compared to a conventional oven at home. And we thought it turned out just the same, and it cooked a little bit faster, so that was nice. And then down here is another couple drawers and a built-in garbage thing, which some models have a dishwasher here. This one has just more storage, and there's another big drawer down here. So, as you can see, quite a bit of storage, more cabinets, or, storage for that. So, I think that is it for the kitchen. Oh, the refrigerator is over here. That's right, sorry, there's a pantry. So you can store all sorts of pantry type items we haven't gotten to yet. It locks, I guess, when we drive or something.
That allows you to open it in drive mode.
Oh, okay. And then there's a full-size residential refrigerator freezer in here. And the freezer's very nice. Lots of room in there. And so that's the front half. There's a half bathroom right here. So it has sink, drawer, storage area under there. Nice big area here to store some things. Nice big mirror. So yeah, that's our half bath. And I love that it has these places to hang your towels.
Well, keep going. You're on a roll.
All right.
Oh, and I'll come back to this spider system, which is the brains of all of our creature comforts and electronics.
So this is the master bedroom. We have a king-size bed. It's a sleep number bed. So that's something that we've never had. It was kind of fun trying to figure out what number we like. There's 2 windows, one on either side, which is nice for the air ventilation. A lot of storage up above. They're really nice. They put in USB and electrical outlets, 120 outlets on both sides of the bed, and then little cabinets down there with a couple shelves. So that's been nice to have. And then on this side, really deep drawers. Holds a good amount of clothes, 2 of them. Whoops. And then in here, they built in a laundry basket sort of thing, so all your laundry goes in there. A couple more drawers. And this is what all like
electronics for audio-visual for the whole rig.
Oh, okay. And then a TV here, which we haven't even used. We have more cabinets up here. We haven't used any of these yet. And then this is the master bath, which is, I think, designed really well. Nice big mirror. I love the double sinks. Good amount of cabinet and area behind there. And then 2 more cabinets under here. 3 decent sized drawers. So, yeah, I think they did a good job designing that. And then a nice big shower, which I'm super happy about that. I'm pleased with that. The door seems sturdy compared to the one we rented.
Open the door there. We'll show them the skylight.
So the shower has a skylight, which is nice to have that natural light. And 2 different kinds of heads. The little shelf to be able to put your stuff on or your foot on or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's very nice. Oop. And then got more storage. The toilet, of course. This is a really nice design, I thought, to be able to dry your towels. Keep them separated to dry. This is the closet, which lights come on automatically. Pretty good size. They have like a shelf back there. Shelf at the top. So yeah, very good. And then there's also a washer and dryer. So on a long trip, we can wash our laundry here.
So the brains of the unit are contained in these touchpads, or at least to interact with the brains of the rig. And this is the master controller. There's about 3 or 4 more throughout the rig, around the bedrooms and by the front door and in the bathroom. However, this one, I will show you most of it. So this is the home screen, and it's got just kind of general information about the level of the tanks, turning the water pump on and off, gallery shades, lighting, different temperatures throughout the rig, and how we're charging, how much power is coming into the rig. Then this is kind of controls all the lighting, and I noticed we didn't have all the lighting on. These just shows to turning on the ceiling fans, and then we've got more detail about the electronic power makeup and how it's powering the chassis batteries and all the house batteries. This is very important. This gives you all the temperature controls for the rig. We have heated floors, we have instant hot water, and 3 unique heating and air conditioning units up on top of the rig that can control different temperatures, front, center, and back.
Oh, nice.
This extends the sides in the bedroom and brings them back in. Also can do TV lift, the locks, and the various fans on this control. And then this has more just setup for the rig. All right, so won't go into too much detail here, but this is the cockpit, and kind of fun to be up here riding. Frankly, this rig is very fun to drive on the freeway, the open road, but you get into city or congested driving based on the length. I'm still a little bit intimidated driving it on city streets and in sharp corners and in a shopping center type of environment where there's just tight corners and tight spaces. But over time, I'm sure I'll get more comfortable with it. So pardon the beep here, but this just displays the camera system. I've got different cameras on the rig, the rear, right, left, and those come in really handy when you're driving and when you're backing up. This is a GPS and an AM/FM radio system. I'm gonna knock off the noise here. Climate control, generator starts, different lighting, different shades going up and down throughout here. This area over here is important. It's got the air ride suspension, and it shows me what level the air ride is at. Oil pressure coolant, standard speedometer, just more things on fuel. There's 2 different types of diesel fuel on board that I've got to monitor. Just generator backup auto start here. This area over here with the transmission and air brake are new to me. Certainly not part of a standard vehicle. So this is the parking brake that's very important, and it's an air brake, and then a Allison transmission here that's 6 speeds that has a certain sequence that you've got to do to engage the rig. Mirror, it has an air horn. Engine braking, it's assisted braking that uses the engine to help slow you down like the big rigs have. And then over here is all the leveling system for the rig, which I think I showed in a previous video. All right, so we're outside, and there are a lot of bays that have different functions on the rig. So I'll quickly see if I can get in each one and show you. This one has a lot of the electronics, and it also has a air system that you can pump up the tires and any toys and other things you might want to do while out and about. This next bay has the house batteries. So those are special batteries that if you're not plugged in at a campground, that will allow you to keep going for hopefully up to about a week without power, or you can always turn on the generator to recharge these batteries and to use more powerful features on the rig. This is the first of 2 very large storage bays. We don't have any organization yet, but this is a very, very, very nice feature. Also,
There's those
got
extra
the other chairs, but you can really load this thing up. We'd like to get a lot of bins and start organizing down here.
And it goes all the way through, right?
Yeah, and it'll actually do this on the other side. It'll swing out the other side as well. So the next bay is a repeat of that bay. And I put a lot of my sewer and hose stuff in this one at this time. I showed you a little bit of this one yesterday when we were checking in. This is called the wet bay. And in the wet bay you have your hose that feeds off of the campground and feeds into the rig so that you have your water. Has an outside little shower or rinse off area. Has more diagnostics on your levels of your tanks and turning on and off your water pump if you want to. Water filters, some Perel to clean up, and of course your sewer connections and your flushes for your gray and black water.
What does the brick do?
Brick keeps, that was a tip I learned from someone, it keeps this soft plastic hose away from exhaust, a hot exhaust, because sometimes the diesel furnace runs at night and it's hot at night out there. Cable wires, sewer wires, probably need to get a little better organized. It's a very important extra feature you can purchase on the rig, and we really wanted this. This is our Aqua Hot system. It gives you instant hot water at any time. I frankly don't remember what's in here. Oh, yes, this is the main power cord, 50 amp power reel that plugs into the power pedestal. Mm-hmm. Nice thing is this is a pretty heavy cord, and it has an electronic winch that will suck up the cable or bring the cable back in for you. So very nice. This is called diesel exhaust fluid, something new I had to learn about. And this is a secondary fuel that you have to put on board the system. And it's about 1 part to every 10 parts diesel that you burn. Just more storage back here. I guess this is just kind of wasted space.
That might be the good for all the sewer stuff.
Yep. All right, moving along the other side of the rig here. Got main part of the electronics. More batteries. These are the chassis batteries for up front in the dash area to crank the car. Rig, empty storage space. This I think is plumbing. Nope, this is just more storage space and the surge guard. Oh, and all those tools were thrown in by the seller. That's going to help with towing a vehicle someday. Oh. This, I think, is plumbing. Yep, and probably the water.
Looks like something goes out.
Mm-hmm. Don't know what yet. And then these are the other sides of the bays. So that's the same. And then this one just looks like hydraulics. Yep, those are hydraulics and storage. So shortly after we filmed this tour, Christine arrived and we got into enjoying the afternoon and evening with her.
Oh, the meat.
On Sunday, departure day, we attempted to utilize the departure checklist I created. Unfortunately, we were right up against checkout time, and with my impatient nature, I did not allow Lynn to finish the list. This resulted in a significant mistake when closing the driver's side slide. I left the seat in the way of the slide and damaged the stability of the driver's chair. Lesson learned the hard way. The checklist is very important. On Sunday afternoon, we departed from Lodi to Escalon, about a 30-minute journey, to visit our friends from college, Ralph and Cindy. This journey ended Sunday around 5 p.m. as I pulled back into our neighborhood with a setting November sunset.
We hope you enjoyed the in-depth tour of our RV. Our next adventure will be right after Christmas when we vacation at the Motor Coach Country Club in Palm Springs. Thank you for watching episode 2 of Journey with the Josies.